This is Family Electric Ghost. This is episode 163, Sadness Among the SuperSaws. And this particular song is a continuation of what we've been talking about all week. Is we did a Facebook Live performance from our home studio using our Go Mixer and our iPhone XS Max on a tripod. And we had said that what we like to do from these sessions is pull out the songs that come out of these live jams. Because they're basically rehearsals and we come up with ideas. And we use the spontaneity of doing a live performance to kind of drive new song creation. And this particular session has been very fruitful because we've generated a lot of new material. And so we put out the whole concert kind of raw, which is going to be coming out on all the streaming services as a full record. It's just a live album without being edited. But we are actually working on a lot of edits and updates to these songs. So in particular, the song we're talking about today is called Sadness Among the SuperSaws, which is probably one of the sketchiest live performances on the actual concert from 2-2, because it was kind of like this song was definitely a rehearsal. I was trying to come up with the structure. I had a couple of starts and stops and changes in sound and changes in the vocoder and rhythmic issues. It's a total demo. You actually are hearing me create a song in real time, the first time I've ever came up with it. And so what I did is I went back and I actually sampled part of the song into my Morphogene from Make Noise, is a Eurorack sampler, and kind of ran a very slow sample that I run like in the new mix. Basically, I took this song and I cut it into different sections by taking the Zoom R24 and then punch in and punch out from the live recording. I took the live recording and then brought it back into the Zoom and did cut and paste edits, kind of old school like you do on an old reel-to-reel tape. But at the same time, I did a sample of a section of the song where Josephine says she likes a different voice, because we actually experimented with the VT3 and changed the voice to a megaphone kind of part way through the song. And I ran that through the Morphogene and knocked down the speed to kind of have it go a little lower. Also, what's going on in this song is at the beginning of the song is, the Juno GI has like this chorus thing where you have these like beep, bop, boop, these people kind of vocal chorus, like harmonizing and kind of bebop thing going on. And so we brought that in and then we sampled that and ran it backwards a little bit. So this is just a total studio recreation using the hardware studio rather than a DAW. We use a Zoom R24 punch in, punch out. We use the Morphogene. And part of our technique has been to take the Morphogene and sample certain sections and then allow us to, place them when we re-record into the digital Zoom R24, a different structure. So that has been the thing that we do. And we've had pretty good success with these songs. The songs that we've done this from this session is this one, Sadness Among the SuperSaws, Plur Ravishing Light, which was inspired from the session, Night Paddling, which is an actual clip of a section of what we did on the concert. We really didn't change it that much. We just pulled out the section we thought was really a song. And then we also took, there's another song that we did, which is called Rapture Pretty Machine. And there's two more songs for this session that we're working on, and we're going to probably put them out as a separate effort that's going to be like a more refined version of the live show. Plus, I'll probably have the Plur Ravishing Light songs. So the Sadness Among the SuperSaws is still kind of going into the kind of breakup that we had of our partnership on a record we worked on in 2017. And we're still kind of reeling from that. But we just took the idea that you have these SuperSaw sounds of kind of like really new wave, new romantic era, and then there's like sadness is not usually something that you consider to be part of a supersaw sound. A supersaw sound, famous Roland polyphonic synth sound that's kind of like iconic among Roland fans. And it's usually used in kind of happy type of songs or songs that aren't dark. And so we kind of took the idea that Josephine's talking about this sadness among supersaws and this feeling that she's getting. And, that's pretty much what the vibe was. But we enjoy a lot of the stuff we've been doing with these live performances. Back in 2017, 2016, we did a lot of these type of things and created a lot of work. We have been doing a lot of work with the Teenage Engineering OPZ. We recently just purchased a Moog Siren. One of the reasons behind that, you would say, well, you get that, but it's based on the Taurus, and it's got a wider range than the Taurus. And it's one of the only under $1,000 Moogs that actually has presets, but you have to actually have a computer to kick it off. So we're probably looking into getting a small PC just to be able to get to the front end of this thing. But I think you can actually control it. We're going to try to control it with our Arturia BeatStep Pro and see how much we can control it. But we're not sure if you're going to be able to kick off the presets unless you have a PC. It doesn't seem to work with the Chromebook. It doesn't work with iOS that I know of. We got to hope that they actually have an iOS app for it, but I'm not sure. So, we can get ourselves a small PC so we get the front end on that. Because the front end on the Siren looks really interesting. A lot of things you can do with it, and easier than the shift button controls. We're also interested in getting the next purchase would be to actually get the Arturia Micro Freak, and you could pretty much control that totally from the Micro Freak, from our understanding. But we got to see what you can do. I think that BeatStep Pro might be able to do a lot of control as well. So we're very interested in a lot of things going on. We're really into the Teenage Engineering 400, but it's totally sold out. So we'll have to wait till it gets onto a platform like Sweetwater or ZZ Sounds. We're still continuing to do a lot of new songs. We've got new tracks on our OPZ that we're developing. And we're doing an interview tonight with a new band, I think called Rare Americans. Just got to check. We had an issue with the band we had last night twice. They were scheduled and they didn't show up. And one thing, for these interviews, when we schedule an interview and then a band doesn't show up twice, they're not going to get interviewed again. That's just the way it is. Because we're musicians ourselves and we have our own schedule of things we're trying to do. I think it's kind of rude for a guest that's scheduled to not show up twice. So they're never going to get interviewed. So if you're listening, you'll find out you're never going to get an interview if you do something like that. Because we do these interviews are free because we like to talk to artists, but people disrespect us by not showing up on time or not letting us know that they're going to show up on time. That's rude, and we don't want anything to do with you. So yeah, we're going to be talking to Rare Americans tonight. And one thing that we found out is Anchor has been purchased or integrated into Spotify. But as far as we understand, the platform is still going to be separate for now. And I don't see any kind of Spotify tags all over the platform. But the integration is that we're going to get new features and wider audience capability. So that's a good thing. And we're very excited because we're at over 11,700 listens on this platform. We have sponsored segments, which you can hear. And we're very excited about all the things going on. We're continuing to work on a lot of ghost projects. What we have out there right now is we have The Flower That Blooms at Midnight in the Tomb, which was done on the OPZ. And we have Wretched Symphony number 8, which is done on the OPZ as well. Those albums are both on all the streaming platforms. They're on YouTube. They're on Tidal, Spotify, Apple, many, many more, Amazon. And in a couple of weeks, several weeks, there's going to be a CD version of The Flower That Blooms at Midnight in the Tomb, which we'll be pushing as soon as it comes out. So we'll talk to you later. Thank you. This is Bam Electric Ghost and our latest album, The Flower That Blooms at Midnight in the Tomb, featuring the track Lollipop All Day Sucker, is available on all streaming services, including Amazon, Tidal, Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube Red, and many, many more. So check us out. The Lollipop video is on YouTube. All these, that's the first track on the album. So check out Phantom Electric Ghost. The Flower That Blooms at Midnight in the Tomb, available now on all streaming services.